So what is an array? Array is a type of data structure which stores a sequential collection of elements of same type. They can be primitive data type or any other custom object. The size of an array is fixed and cannot be changed. So let's look at the basic array declaration and definition and how it works. I have my Spring Toolkit open here and I have a sample Java project class here. Let's go ahead and see how to declare an array. I will go ahead and do an integer array. The way we declare an array is data type, two brackets, and temp array. That's how you declare an array. So for integer array to be declared, we need to give int and the name of the array, int array. An array, we should be given the size during the declaration of the array, and the way we do it is new int of, and the size of the array 5. So here we declared an integer array, primitive data type int array called int array of size 5. Similarly, we can do the same thing for char array new char of 10. Now we declared a char array of size 10. The size of the array is static and you can't change the size of the array. All you can insert is 5 elements in this integer array and 10 elements in the character array. So let's go ahead and give some values. The other way to declare and define an array is int second array is equal to, you can just directly give the values like this. That's it. So it automatically defines an array of size length 6 and it automatically gives the values to that. Now we defined and declared an array. We will look into the how indices of an array works. Let's say there is an array of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 as shown, but the index starts with 0 for array. So if you want to access the first element in an array, you should actually invoke that by using the index 0, and if you want to access the second element in an array, you should access using the index 1. Let's see how that works. So we have defined the second array with elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. If I want to print the first element in the array, I would actually use the index 0. Let me go ahead and print it. First element in an array, second array of 0. So this will give me 1, the value 1. So let me save it and run. If you see this, the first element in an array is 1, and if you try to give 3, so it printed the fourth element actually 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. So it printed the fourth element. So the array index starts with 0 instead of 1. So that's one thing to note, to take a note. Now we will see the common functions of an array. If you want to get the length of an array, there is a function called .length that you can access to get the length of an array. Let's go ahead and find the length of second array. The variable you need to call in the array class is second array dot length would give you the length of the array. So it gave me the length of an array of 6. We have 6 elements in this array, so it returned the length of an array 6. So now if you want to sort an array, the way to do it, there is a utils function called arrays in the Java util library that you can use. So let me create a new array, third array with some jumbled elements like 5, 7, 6, 3, 9, 2. So now you want to sort this array. The utils function, arrays util function, provides that sorting capability. So the utils function that you need to use is arrays dot sort of third arrays dot sort of third array. So now if you go ahead and print the elements of third array, they will be already sorted. So let's go ahead and try to get the first element in the third array. To get the first element, I need to use the index 0 as we talked earlier. So generally it should give me 5. Since I already sorted it, it would give me the value 1. So let's see that. Let's go ahead and run it. So see, the first element in the third array is 1, but when we defined it, the first element is 5. Since we already sorted it, it gives the third array. So let's go ahead and print out the array. Third array, and I'm going ahead and printing the third array. Let's see what happens if I try to print a third array. Oh, I have a typo in there. So let's go ahead and run it and see what happens. It printed the bytecode instead of the elements of the array. So for you to print the elements in the array, array utils provide another function called toString, arrays dot toString of the array, third array. So let's go ahead and run this. There you go. So if you see this, the third array is already sorted from this using the array sort function. So arrays util function, arrays util class is so handy to do some array operations on the arrays. So similarly, you can also define a custom array. I have a car object, so I can go ahead and create a car array using car object, new car of 5. I don't have to give this parenthesis. So yeah, so it means I defined an array of not a primitive data type, but I used my own data type car that I had it here, which had name, type and color. So this can hold up to 5 car objects. So let's go ahead and add a car array of 0 equal to new car of hello test car array. We have defined a car array of length 5 and we have added one element 0. Let's go ahead and see like what it prints out if you try to print it out. If you run this and try to print this out, see car array, it printed the name hello, type test and color as car array because those are the 3 variables that we defined in the car object. So that's how you define an array and declare the values. We will look much deep into that when we talk about the array lists, which is actually dynamically sized. Arrays are fixed size, whereas array lists, you don't have to define the size, it dynamically adds the size. We call them as dynamic arrays. So we will look into that in the later video. I hope this helps. Thank you.